I am in complete disbelief. Scrub Me Mama with a Boogie Beat is something that I can't even believe exists. And I will explain why that's the case. And I almost don't want to recommend it because I don't think anybody should ever see it, but also at the same time, you need to see this because it's horrendous. I discovered it on Letterboxd. It's a Walter Lantz Productions cartoon released originally in 1941. And I actually read a couple of reviews on Letterboxd before watching it because when I saw the picture for it on Letterboxd and I read the name of it, I thought, well, that just seems a bit peculiar. Actually, peculiar is putting it very, very mildly, but one of the reviews said that they'd found, and they put it in quotes, the most racist cartoon ever. So I thought, okay, other places have apparently referred to this as the most racist cartoon ever. How racist could it be? I pulled up the IMDb page before watching it, and I laughed because of how much disbelief I was in at this description. And I will read the description in a moment. And then I thought, well, maybe the IMDb description's not completely accurate. This isn't what it's about. It can't be. It is. It really is. So I will talk about the specifics of the animation in a moment, and there will be spoilers, of course. But I will read this description from IMDb because I did not believe this could be true. And the description is as follows. The black residents of Lazy Town are bored one day until a sultry, light-skinned woman shows up to teach them what rhythm is. I don't understand how anybody, even in 1941, or maybe earlier if it was in production the year before, how they could sit down and think, okay, let's have some black characters who are lazy, and we'll send, it says light-skinned woman there, to basically give them energy and tell them to get off their butts and do stuff. I don't get it. Even in 1941, that seems ludicrous to me. And that is exactly what this is about. That is the narrative that you're getting, and I am baffled. So let's find the positives. The music has a pretty catchy rhythm. The animation in terms of the movements of the characters and the colour palettes of the backdrops, it's mostly set outdoors, so we have a lot of nice outdoor scenery. That looks pretty good. The pacing is good, even though what we're seeing is terrible, but we do get to the narrative really quickly. This light-skinned woman, as she's called, arrives on a boat very, very quickly. We get maybe a minute or so of seeing various different black characters lounging around, being lazy, not doing anything at all. And then up pulls this boat with this woman, and she struts her stuff towards this very rotund woman, black woman of course, and basically tells her, let me show you how it's done. And it's horrendous. It is so terrible that I could not believe. I still can't believe it, because there are many cartoons from around this time, even earlier than this, where we have depictions of black characters where there are stereotypes, but they're still showing positive qualities in those characters. The character might be strong or brilliant at music, or they're trying. They get it wrong, but it looks like they had good intentions. I don't see one single good intention with Scrub Me Mama with a Boogie Beat, and I'm kind of horrified. So part of me doesn't want to recommend it because it's horrific, but also part of me wants to say, check it out, because you need to see it to believe it. When I read on Letterboxd that somebody said, in quotes, the most racist cartoon ever made, I thought, well, that's going to take some beating because there are some pretty terrible ones. But no, I think that's probably accurate because, as I said, at least some of the other ones with racial stereotypes could arguably have good intentions, even if it didn't come across. But there's no good intention here. Scrub Me Mama with a Boogie Beat should not exist. It is horrendous, terrifying, and honestly, I wish I could scrub my brain because I can't unsee it, and I want everybody else to go and watch it and experience the same thing and learn. If nothing else, let's be thankful that I don't think anybody would even attempt anything like this now. It would not be acceptable. And if we can take away one good thing from this, it's that at the very least, we're not working for Walter Lantz Productions in 1941.